Okay, we need to get started, guys, because we are on a timeline. And there are... Shh. Thank you. We are on a timeline, and Kathy will kill me if we don't stay on this. So we are going to get started. Welcome, everyone, to the 2023 Annual Beach Cities Swimming Banquet. Everybody looks amazing. So great to see everybody get dressed up and have fun in their grown-up clothes, right? It's cool. And parents as well, you get to dress up and celebrate your kids. So the food was amazing. I don't know about you guys, but this might be the best one yet in terms of the cuisine. So kudos to Kathy. And let me get this, we're just going to start straight away by thanking these guys who put on this whole show tonight, because we're just up here giving out awards and talking, to everybody. But this banquet crew and silent auction crew, we've got Claudia and Mark who are doing all the audio visual stuff and the slideshow as well. Kathy Everett, where are you? Probably running an errand somewhere. Stand up, please. Gene O'Shaughnessy, Mel Kuo, Mel and his harem. Tanya Sanchez, Angie Wang. I need you guys all to stand up. Everybody that I call, please. Angie Wang, Kelly Brookie, Heather Schlehuber, Rochelle Sistone, Robin Arnold, Stacy Marishita, the Bennett family, the Sutkus family, the Cortine family, and my God, I hope I didn't forget anybody. But it is a Herculean effort, as other people in this room know, to put something like this on for this many people. Even just to procure a space that will hold this many people is challenging, much less doing all the other doodads that you guys see that are really specific and very special to Beach City Swimming. So thank you, all of you that have put this on for us tonight. We will try to do our best to celebrate every last little thing. We do have some flowers for everybody. We'll get them to you at some point. Well, not for everybody, sorry. The people who put the thing together. Let me rephrase. I did kill the Trader Joe's on Rosecrans, by the way, with all the flowers. But again, thank you. And when you see these people, make sure that they get a pat on the back, because it's a big deal. I would also like to recognize our group parents. These are the parents that help out the coaches for each individual group from pre-comp all the way up. They help with organizing outside activities, inside activities, birthdays, celebrations, cookies, donuts, etc. You guys know the drill. Your kids have probably come home with the sparkles on their face. These guys. And so I'm going to read off some names. I really would love for you guys to stand up and be recognized as well. Yuvita Siharda and Kanak Malsh. Yep. The man who's carried more canopies, I think, than anybody I know, Seller Stowe. Yep. Betty Kuo and Yoko Imai. Yep. Zoe Caldwell. I'm not seeing all these people. Manuela Schreiner and Joanna Kim. Kathleen Olivas. Jenny Hott. Where's Jenny Hott? She's like a team mom for 4 groups, I think. Where is she at? Yeah. Renee Huang. Brett and Jenny Bennett. Paula Ryan. Monica Chun, Clara Kahan, and Gene O'Shaughnessy. Yavita Siharda again. Shirley Cam, Kamala Gibson McElroy, and Shelly Arendando. They're here. These are pre-comp super moms. Caitlin King Dawson, Jenny Hott again. She's everywhere. And here we go again. Jen Hott, Tanya Sanchez, and Coach Melissa. All right. Before we get on again, I would like to recognize our board members. If they could all stand for a minute. Guys, this is not an easy task. You volunteer your time. Sometimes you get good stuff. You mostly get bad stuff. And you got to do things like this, right? So before he comes up to speak, but we'll stand with the rest of the board. Mark Nicholas, Kathy Everett, Kimberly Crisera, Tim Arnold, Billy Tiemann. Hang on, I'm drawing a blank. Mel Quo, sorry. The guy who counts all the money. Where is he at? I should have, am I missing a buddy? Oh, myself. Who else? Am I missing a body? I think I'm good. Okay. Thank you. These are the guys that, carry the torch and keep the train on the tracks and make sure that we are this viable organization that you see today and are helping us celebrate. Also, Mark with his studio and Claudia on the slideshow are here to record this little celebration and also show some slides that people have submitted for our watching pleasure. Before we get started, I do want to introduce our board president, Mark Nicholas, to get the evening rolling. So Mark Nicholas.
You guys all look great. Thank you so much for coming out. This is a team we're so proud of on behalf of myself and the board. It's a real pleasure to have the opportunity to be a part of this. The parents, we help each other out so much, and we're so grateful for everybody. It's the most selfless group I've ever seen, and so thank you guys so much. This is going to be a fascinating year. As this team continues to grow, it's only been in existence for a little while, and we're moving on every year. We do something a little bit different. And our mission being world-class character through excellence in swimming. But this year it's going to be a little bit different than that. It's going to be through excellence. And we've decided, as part of our philanthropy, we're going to partner up with a charity. And we are going to make a real difference, a charity that you're going to hear more about a little bit later when Coach Mo speaks about this. But we are going to make a difference in people's lives. Vlad and Stephanie from Grassroots are going to come on out. And all the teams are going to have, all the groups are going to have an opportunity to help in different ways, whether we're delivering food or running food collections or other types of things. And so this really is a great year for character. And we hope everybody participates in that and that we make a big difference. I do want to say a couple of thoughts here on banquets, because it looks like we're having a party, right? This feels like a party, but this isn't a party at all. This is something a little bit different. If you think about, and this came from an author, David Foster Wallace, who would talk about two fish swimming in the ocean. And one fish looks over at the other fish and says, "Hey, how's the water?" And the other fish looks back and says, "What is water?" The banquet is an interesting opportunity because normally we only see what we're doing. We're a bunch of doers, right? We wake up in the morning and we brush our teeth real quick and get down for breakfast and try to pack our swim bag, remember the towels in the dryer, and we run out to the car, and our parents are doing the exact same thing, right, guys? They're trying to get ready for work. They're trying to get you ready. Everybody's running around doing crazy things, pick you up from school, get you straight to practice. And then you finally get home, you get some homework done, and then, you go to bed, you start it all over again. It's easy to forget what's around you, because what's around you is different than what you're doing. What's around you involve parents who are going through the same thing as you are every single day. It's easy to forget that you've got coaches who are willing to do anything to try to make you get better. It's easy to forget what world-class character is, because world-class character has absolutely nothing to do with swimming. It has nothing to do with how fast you swim. World-class character has everything to do with what happens as soon as you're done. It's how you celebrate when you did well. It's how you treat other people when they're doing good or bad. It's how you handle when you don't swim well, how you get back in the water, and whether you're dedicated or tenacious. And the other thing that's around you are your friends. even the people you don't know in this room, you guys are like Marines, right? You're all in it together, and it's not every person for themselves, but you all have to get out of the water, and so you look out for each other. So today is a day when hopefully you can stop doing, and for just a little while, enjoy the water. Okay? Thank you, guys.
Rochelle, did I say your name earlier? Did I miss you in the big thing? Rochelle Sistone. If I missed her name, for some reason I feel like I missed it. Right. I'm going to say a little message to the seniors in advance because once you guys start talking, then I will start blowing my nose and it gets really ugly. So, snot and teary eyes and all that is not a good look. So I'm going to say a few words first before you guys go, because we're celebrating everyone, but we're certainly celebrating the ones that are taking off into the next chapter of their lives, right? Kids that have been in our program, some of them longer than others, but they are getting ready to step out of the household and get into a new life. So first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to you all and well done. All right? Couple points to take on your journey. Surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when you walk in the room. Just take that in for a minute. Slowly is often the fastest way to get where you want to be. When you get to the top of one mountain, you're at the bottom of the next. Just keep climbing. Mostly your dreams are not obvious or bold and flashing lights or Instagram posts or things of that nature. They're very subtle. They whisper. Super subtle. They don't shout at you. One of the hardest things is to listen to your instincts and your personal intuition because it's whispering to you. Be ready to listen, to hear, and if that little thing that tickles your heart and you think it's the thing that you want to do for the rest of your life, everybody in this room and the rest of the world is going to benefit from it. So listen to that little whisper and that little tickle. It's not going to be that loud thing that bangs you on the head. Okay? Whew, I got through that without crying. Be bold, be fearless, and keep displaying that world-class character for the rest of us. Thank you. We have team video. Do we have team video right now, or is that just ongoing? Is that team video right now, or we're ongoing? Okay, so you guys will get to enjoy some of this. The next one up to speak is going to be Coach Tim Murphy with the Beach One Awards.
All right. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, athletes, as always, for giving us a reason to celebrate. Parents, group parents, coaches, Monique, obviously, and the board members, of course. Most improved, Beach One. In less than a year, this young athlete improved almost 12 seconds in the 50 free and about 14 in the 50 back. The Polar Plunge meet in January of this year was a breakout meet. She dropped more than 13 seconds in her 100 back and about 10 in her 100 IM. She hadn't raced much prior to the fall of 2022, and frankly, she started Beach One near the back of the pack, but she's scratched and clawed her way all the way into the Beach Two group in April, and she continues to ascend. Beach One Most Improved Award goes to Kenny Visistri. I know she's here. Kenny, I saw you. Kenny.
Thank you. Sorry.
All right. This next young lady, I just really like the cut of her jib. From her joyful exuberance to her sensitive, empathetic nature. She's a phenomenal teammate. She's a determined athlete. She'll try and try and try until she figures it out. An example of this is her repeated efforts to conquer a non-simultaneous dolphin kick this season. Can be really frustrating. It's not without frustration, disappointment, and the occasional DQ. But in the end, she overcame this particular challenge, and she ended up racing the butterfly leg on the 16th place medley relay at Spring Age Group Championships. The Beach One Inspiration Award goes to Capri Pierce. No? All right. She unfortunately couldn't make it today. I thought I saw her on the RSVP list. All right. Thank you. Team spirit. All right. At meets, you can always find these two on the side of the pool or behind the blocks, cheering for their friends and teammates. At practice, they keep the group together and moving in a positive direction. They're comfortable leading the way with, by their example and with their confident voices. Definitely grateful to have had the opportunity to coach these two, and I hope to catch them again on their way up the ladder. The Beach One Team Spirit Award goes to Amari and Kenya Tullo. All right. A true student of the sport. This young athlete asks great questions. He's constantly referring to things he's observed from elite athletes on YouTube and elsewhere. I don't think I've ever coached someone so young who was so curious about swimming. He's just 10 years old, and everything he does is in the name of improving himself. It's truly impressive. If he carries this level of intention and curiosity forward, he's certainly going to go on to do some pretty special things in and out of the water. Beach One Excellence Award goes to Soham Kulkarni. All right, race of the year. It's always exciting to be able to give this award to a group of athletes. And this crew was responsible for some huge relay swims at their first Spring Age Group Championships against the fastest young athletes in SoCal swimming. Improvement was anywhere from 1 to 5 seconds per 50 by this group. So you could definitely say they got the job done and then some. The Beach One Race of the Year award goes to our 7 to 10 girls Spring Age Group Championship relay athletes: Nina Haubner, Fiona Cooley, Capri Pierce, Isabella Antunes, Alicia Anamalai, and Lucy Song. We got something, there's so many of you guys, so we got something special for you. So,
Hands.
here's Alicia. Congratulations.
Good job, you guys.
And then Capri's not here.
Yeah, I'll hold on. Thank you, ladies. Congratulations. And finally, world-class character. This young lady is one of the most polite, attentive, considerate athletes I've ever coached. Always made a point to find me and when she arrived to say hello. She went out of her way to say goodbye and thank you when she left. She's the same way as a teammate. She's organized, she's determined, she's caring, and she's consistent. She'll do well, and she will do good in this world. Beach One World Class Character Award goes to Tori Gio. That's Beach 1. Thank you.
Before I have Greg come up, you can come up, Greg. Greg's got an athlete that he's going to introduce. Hang on, Aiden, 1 second. We'd like to mention Maxwell Cullimer. He's not here this evening. He swum through our program. Many of you that know him know he had some massive health struggles over the last 2 years and ended up coming out on the other side, which is awesome. And we do understand that he is committed and will be going to Yale University.
Come on up, Aiden. So I'd like to introduce Aiden Barrett. Aiden will be going to UC Santa Cruz. Aiden has been a very fun athlete to have in Senior 3. He's a great teammate to all of his teammates. He tends to put people before himself, even if that means timing for his friends during the mile when he should be warming up. I've noticed that he kind of doesn't like warming up. Sometimes he does 100 warm up for his miles. Sometimes he goes and runs 2 miles in the parking lot. Aiden's a fun kid, and I think he's going to have a lot of fun in college. Come on, Aiden.
I'd like to start with some thanks and acknowledgments. First, my parents, who have supported me throughout my swim career by coming to meets, cheering me on, and helping with the team. They're my greatest supporters, and I wouldn't have made it here without them. The coaching staff, most of whom I've had the pleasure of learning under, Coach Ali, whose very supporting words of encouragement helped me to power through and develop strength in all of my weaker strokes, especially fly. Coach Mo's sly reminders to bring my wet bag or kick during freestyle. Coach Latte teaching me how to push through pain and encourage myself to achieve has helped form me into a long-distance swimmer I am today. Coach Melissa, who helped me master some of the early basics in swim that I struggled to grasp. Coach Greg, who slowly has transformed each of my strokes into long, smooth powerhouses. Coach Umberto, who on deck and off is my biggest supporter and a beacon of positivity. And Coach Jack and Tim, who I never had as a coach, sadly, and still support me every day. My fellow swimmers who make every practice fun and interesting. You are all my favorite part of the team. From team bondings to races or meets at practices, you bring life to a sport most people think is just about the individual. When in truth, this is a team sport, and I couldn't ask for better teammates. In the fall, I'll be following in the footsteps of Coach Latte and attending UC Santa Cruz. I know. A major leap forward in my life, and I know this wouldn't be possible without the experiences I've had these past few years on BCS. When I first started 5 years ago, I had nothing in my life to push for. No drive, no motivation. I let my athleticism slip away. I can proudly say that BCS has helped give me motivation to achieve and accomplish no matter where. Thank you for all the practices and swim meets, and sticking with it and sticking with me no matter what. Thank you for everything.
All right. Thank you, Aiden. And congratulations. Coach Melissa for the Senior 1 Awards.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Please be patient. This is my first time ever doing this. I am a little nervous, but okay. We have most improved. This guy's great. He's really nice. He listens. He's wonderful. And I'm very proud. He ended up making his high school team, so proud of that. And then I had him for like a year or so. He asked questions. He definitely wanted to become a better swimmer, but he's a great guy. And I have 2 most improved. So for the first one, he moved from Senior 1 to Senior 2. So Diego Valenzuela, please come up. Good job, mister. Good job, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's go to me. Okay. For most inspirational, she is our superstar. We were at a swim meet some time ago. You know, I was looking on all this stuff and I couldn't figure out which one it was. But I was like, hey, you need to do a warm-up, you need to do a cool-down. And I was explaining to her why it's important. And she was kind of like brushing me off. And I was like, go see Coach Latte. Right now, he will give you the scientific explanation, all the above. And he did. And she did a warm-up. And then she dropped like a bunch of time. And then she did a cool down, and then she went around making sure everyone did warm up. She's like, you better go do your warm up. You better go do, like, she was everybody. So for most inspirational, Mia Kawabara. Good job, miss. Team spirit. This is our rock star. This is our team captain. This is the girl where I'm like, let's do it 200 IM, and she smiles and she's like, let's do it, and everyone else is like, seriously? Like, why? She's kind of on the injured list right now, and she's still swimming, but she can't kick as much because she has a knee injury. But she is smiling the whole time, and she's laughing, and I'm like, let's do this or that. And even though she's in her lane, she's like, yeah, let's do it. And she's just doing strokes, and she's like, you guys can do it. She's great. She encourages everyone to do short distance, long distance. But when I'm like, let's do it, and everyone says no, and Jameson agrees, I was like, Jameson said to do it, so we're doing it. So please, Jameson Body, come up here. Way to go, miss.
Thank you.
Okay, excellence. I moved this guy up from intro, and he's great. He comes to all the practices, rain or shine, cold or hot. He's always asking questions. When I'm yelling at him, he listens, and then he fixes what I need him to fix. And he just got a B time in the 50 free for long course, and I'm very proud of him, and I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited to be his coach and yell at him and help him to improve. So, Aiden Alzayat, please. That is, but he's not here. And Devin's not here either. There you go. Yes. Race of the year. Okay. All season, I'm like, kick. I was like, let's build up, go all out. Like, we got to kick. And we've been working on kicking. And at the 2023 PAPCOM finale, he did 100 free. He was the heat winner. He dropped like 4 seconds and 1400ths of a second. And we were like jumping up and down. We were so excited for his race of the year. Christian Jarvis McElroy. There you go.
Where are we at here? I need Coach Jack up here to introduce athlete Tyler Campbell.
Might have to. I'm just going to leave that. It's with great pleasure that I get to introduce Tyler Campbell. Tyler will be attending UCSD in the fall. He will be greatly missed on the pool deck. He's an incredible asset to our team, and I'm very excited to see where this next chapter in his life will take this bright, wonderful young man. Congratulations, Tyler.
Hi, everyone. 4 years ago, I could never picture that I would be giving a senior speech at a swim banquet. But after a lot of great memories, I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to speak in front of everyone today. I'd like to start off by thanking my family. Thank you, Mom, for always putting up with me, even if it's when I'm coming home cranky after a late practice. Thank you for always making sure that I have enough to keep eating. Every night, she can't stop trying to force feed food down my throat every day. And I know you're not here, Dad, but I'd really like to thank you. Thank you for being my biggest supporter always. I started off playing baseball, and you were there every single day practicing with me to help me get better. You care so much about me. You care so much about me to the point where whatever I'm interested in, you care just as much as I do. And every time I step up onto the blocks, I know that you're watching and encouraging me no matter what the outcome of the race is. And I know you're not here, but thank you very much, Dad. And Kaylee, thank you for coming from Arizona. And I know it's just a short little trip, but it really means a whole lot for you to come out here. Yeah. I didn't take the most traditional route to get here. I started club swimming about 2 years ago, and I've loved it ever since. From the first day I started with this team, I was welcomed by open arms by my teammates and my coaches. Right away, it felt like I found my second family. I first spent a few weeks in Senior 3 with Coach Jericho and Coach Jack, and it was a blast, and that was my introduction to club swimming. Then that summer, I was brought up into Senior 4 with the wonderful Coach Allie. We would have practices in the summer where Fred, Andy, and I would just skit around the whole time, and I don't know how she put up with us. She's a saint. She's truly the best. This is when I started, in her group is when I had my first experience of incredibly difficult practices, specifically the wobble. I remember just getting my butt kicked by Maddie Malone, and Allie looks over at me and she's like, "You're not gonna let a girl beat you, are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, she's gonna beat me. I can't help it. There's nothing I can do." And I hated it. I had never been in a situation where I had to do these cardio-intensive practices. I was struggling. And then later, the next season, when I was brought up into high performance with Coach Monique, I was in for a whole new world. It was that was my first introduction into high-level swimming, and it kicked my butt. The first 4 months wrecked me, and I had to completely change my point of view on how I trained. I not only had to train at the pool, but in almost all aspects of my life, swimming challenged me. I had to think about swimming when it came to managing my time, eating, and sleeping. And eventually, things started to click for me, but not without a few rough meets. And throughout that whole process, Coach Mo was there for everything. No matter what it was, no matter how I would do in the race, she would always be there, helping me, picking me up after my races, encouraging me, and I kept going forward. So thank you very much, Coach Mo, for everything. And then, this past season, I've had the honor to train with Coach Jack, and it has gone by in a flash. This has probably been one of the best years of my life training with them. It's just been all fun the whole time, whether it was training in sub-zero temperatures in Colorado, which, geez, that was freezing, or the excitement of spring sectionals and just getting to race and compete with all of my friends that I've been getting to know greatly for the past 2 years. But with all the ups and downs that I've gone through in swimming, what I've come to love the most about this team and the sport are the friends who at this point no longer feel like friends, but family. I'm thankful for the opportunities that this club, my teammates, and my coaches have given me to grow as a person, and I'm so excited to carry this on to my next chapter. And my advice for my friends sitting here who have more time on this team, enjoy all the moments that you have. Enjoy all the time you get to spend with your friends and your coaches, and don't take everything too seriously. Have fun at practice racing your teammates, because at the end of the day, we're just kids, and there'll be plenty of time later in life where we'll have to be serious. So I'd really like to thank everyone who's not graduating this year and has another year in this team, or 2 years or 3 years, that I've gotten to know Thank you for everything, because I don't know if I'd be able to get through the practices without you all. Thank you.
Dang it, Tyler. I think these are your notes. Where are we at? Senior speech, Tyler Campbell. Coach Umberto to do Beach 2 awards, please.
All right. Hello. I just want to go ahead and start off by saying how lucky and fortunate I am to be reading off and celebrating these athletes that we're about to give awards to. I wish I could give an award to every single member of my group, as this is a really special group of kids. So our first award goes to Most Improved. This goes to a very talented swimmer who has shown that hard work does indeed pay off. When leading their lane, they do not leave anything to chance. Stroke, breath, sub-kick, turn, even lap count. This has resulted in some big-time drops and improvement in stroke technique and his overall racing skills. Not only that, all of their commitment to the sport of swimming has allowed them to grow as a student athlete, which is something I am very proud as a coach. It is going to be a lot of fun watching this swimmer go through our program. For Most Improved, Theo Hobner. Our next award, Most Inspirational. Oh, yeah. Our next award, Most Inspirational, goes to an athlete who is fearless in accepting any challenge, even if the situation is not really ideal for them. For example, earlier this year at a swim meet, he had to swim the 200 freestyle, 200 IM, and the 100 butterfly in one swim meet. And when he saw his event lineup, all he did was silently nod and proceed to ask how to begin racing. In addition to that, whenever I read a practice, all he does is nod, yes, coach, with a smile, with a small little smile, and goes on to practice as if it is his last practice ever. One of the hardest workers on the team, he makes something so demanding yet so fun, which is the sport of swimming, his everyday choice to be at practice. Even though he cannot join us tonight, I am very proud to coach and have DeRay Robinson as one of my swimmers. Our next award for team spirit goes to an athlete that if you have swum with, coached, or just in general have been beside at any point, you know how much fun this athlete can be. Whether it is raining, sunny, cloudy, or a mix of all throughout the day, this athlete always finds a way to stay positive. Whether it is asking thousands of questions about our sport to learn, or asking what pre-comp groups I'm coaching that day, they cap it off by always being there for their teammates. They hold them accountable and aren't afraid of getting the lane in order at practice as well. You can most likely see her cheering at swim meets if she is not showing everyone else she means business. For the Team Spirit Award, Alicia Anamale.
Alicia.
For our next award, Excellence, goes to a sharp, witty, hardworking, and very talented athlete. They have shown what it means to race anytime, anywhere. Having competed across all meets across the SoCal swimming, from the monthly meets at Torrance, to Pac Champs, to the big-time invitationals, such as Winter Age Group and Spring Age Group. This athlete has been there for the team and put up some big swims and big-time moments. Having graduated from our group, This athlete is continuing their success across his long course season, and we are all excited to see what she can do down the road. For excellence, Nina Hobner. For race of the year, this one was tough, as this group has had some fantastic races. But the one that I settled for, we're going to go back to the polar plunge in January of this year. It's time to race the 200-yard IM, and this athlete was just not having it. From letting me know they were nervous to one last final attempt to scratch the race before her heat, none of those strategies ended up working, and they went to swim. It was a solid race for the first 150 yards, and their strokes were showing great improvement, and the race plan we discussed beforehand was going well. Everything was pointing towards a solid time drop, and once they completed their breaststroke turn, it's as if they hit one of those red mushrooms in Mario Kart and decided to take off on their freestyle. Catching up to the competitors at the flags with about 30 yards to go, she went from 5th to 3rd and somehow managed to pull off a 12-second personal best. I only wish everyone could have seen that race. For the race of the year, 200-yard IM, a polar plunge, Madison Manalo Pavak. All right. And lastly, our award for world-class character. A quiet yet exceptional student athlete, this swimmer shows how actions will speak louder than words. Another graduate of our group, this athlete has one purpose in mind: to give all of their effort while being there for their teammates. They put their head down and worked from the early mornings at Torrance to the chilly evenings of El Segundo and Redondo. Not only that, but they took responsibility for their swimming from the moment they joined Beach 2. Our mission statement, building world-class character through excellence in swimming, can be applied in so many different ways. And for you, Olivia, your application of it made me proud to have you in my group. For world-class character, Olivia Bruscher.
Thank you, Coach Umberto. Oh, yeah. Okay, you want me to break now or after the next senior speech? Okay, we're going to need one. Well, Pippa's going to need a break after this, I think. So we have Coach Jack up again and James Coyne for his senior speech. And then we are going to take a little tiny, no? What am I missing? Oh, gosh, where's Christian? I told him he was coming back up here, too. Where's he at? All right, so we have Coach Melissa, and we have athlete Christian coming up for his senior speech. Sorry, my bad. You're off the hook, Pip, for a couple more minutes. Coach Melissa. Man, I really skipped ahead in the book, didn't I?
Skipped one. But anyways, we'll do that.
Yeah,
We'll
okay.
get it. We'll get it. Okay, so I got Christian in the fall. What?
I think I skipped one.
Yeah, she did. We did.
Two, actually.
I'll do you first then. Okay, so, oh my God. Okay, so actually, so apparently Maxine has been on the team before. I didn't know her, but I got her in the fall. Maxine is great. I'm so excited. She will be attending USC in the fall, so congratulations. I am so happy you're undeclared because most people drop their majors quite a few times. She's great. She's been on honor roll for 4 years. She's played lacrosse for 6 years, and she's a surfer. So I'm excited. We're going to teach Waylon how to surf this summer. So, congratulations. Okay, are we taking a break or are we going to do you? Next? Okay.
Christian, real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do. Okay, Christian, I got in the fall also. It's been so exciting being his coach. He has been on honor roll for 4 years. He is an artist. Not only does anime, but he does other artwork. And for his school that he's graduating from, Frederick Casey Price III Christian School, his artwork has been put on merchandise that they sell in the school store, like school spirit stuff, like all that stuff you need to get to be school spirited. His artwork is on that. So he will be attending Cal State Northridge in the fall. Congratulations, you're great. Oh, you can do your little speech.
All right. First of all, I want to thank you guys all for being here, showing your support. Now, being a part of Beach Cities as a senior has shown me a lot. You see, starting off competition swimming as a senior isn't really the typical course to start on. But I learned that no matter where you start, with consistency and hard work, you can compete and even succeed.
Amen.
Let's see here. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I had to pause. I just hope that I can be an inspiration to all my fellow swim mates and to everyone else. And that I do have some thank yous I want to say. First, I want to thank Coach Melissa for pushing me through my frustrations and helping me get through everything, teaching me how to get better at swimming and just how to just be better, to be a better person. I want to thank Beach Cities itself for helping me reach my potential. So all you other coaches, thank you for also giving me some lessons of your own. And I especially want to thank my parents for balancing their work with also driving me to swim practice every time, getting in those 30 to 45 minute drives just to make sure that I can swim good. And with all that being said, it's been a memorable year, everyone, and I just want to thank you all. Thank you.
And Kathy, now we're taking a break? Oh, okay. I just skipped ahead in the book a couple chapters, that's all. Sorry, my apologies. After the next senior speech, we're going to take a little break because maybe some bladders need some relief, a little hydration, maybe a little shopping back here at the silent auction, and then we'll reconvene after the next senior speech. Coach Jack, up to introduce James Coyne.
Again, it is with great pleasure that I get to bring James up onto the stage for his speech. James will be attending and swimming at Niagara University. James, where is he? There he is. I wish you the best of luck on all your endeavors, and I hope you infect your new team and teammates with your energy and enthusiasm. You'll be missed by your friends, teammates, and coaches here, but your impact will never be forgotten. James.
Hi everyone. If you guys don't know me, my name is James. I joined Beach Cities at a relatively late age for swimmers to start competitive swimming. I was 12 when I joined the team. And I had to join late for a lot of medical reasons that held me back from fully being able to commit to club swim. I had eye tumors from the ages of 7 to 12 that required chemotherapy for treatment, so that stopped me from fully being able to commit to swim. Swimming has always been an outlet for me. It's been a way for me to get any bad feelings from the day out of my body. This is a tough sport and definitely one that comes in highs and lows, good and bad. So the up-and-coming swimmers who see themselves up here one day, don't beat up on yourselves too much. When you have a bad practice or add a bit of time, we've all been there, and I promise it'll all work out. I'll always remember one of my favorite coaches, one that isn't here anymore, Tim Hamlet. He'd always tell us to just trust the process. And it's something for the first couple of months, I was like, what is this guy on about? But it is so true to the sport and something everyone learns in their own time. Another message from Coach Tim that I'm going to take with me and probably end up using one day came when we were all having a bad day. And he told us, if you're having a bad day, you can scream, kick, punch the water as much as you want. The water won't fight back, and you're also going to do it no harm. As you guys can tell, Tim meant a lot to me, and everyone who had him can testify that he's truly one of a kind. I learned a lot from a lot of other coaches, and that one special coach was Coach Allie. Coach Allie has been there for me since the start of my swimming career. Here on the club, she was the first real coach I had in her shark group. Even though I didn't get to spend much time there, we later reconnected in Senior 4. Coach Allie, if it wasn't for you, I would not still be in the sport today. You've truly helped me through some of the toughest times both in the sport and my life, and this is really one of my toughest goodbyes today. Swimming is easily one of the most brutal sports to compete in. Every day, early mornings or late nights, we go back and forth staring at a black line. It's tough both on the body, but even more, it's mentally draining. For me, that has always been the toughest part, but always makes that easier is the people around me. We have a really great group of people here in our High Five group right now, and I'm a proud representative of the Senior 5 half of that group, and I think the first D1 graduate out of that group, which I'm also very proud of. But the people in that group are some of the best people you can have in the pool to support you. To all my guys, the young ones, Kataro, Peyton, Isaac, Adriel, I really feel like you guys are my sons. And to the older ones, Tyler, Lucas, Jack, Fred, Andy, Alex, and Ethan, you guys really are like brothers to me. And thank you for always making me laugh every day in practice and pushing me to do better. To Coach Jack, my newest coach, although I haven't been with you long, I really do appreciate all you've done for our group and the amount of time and stress you put into making sure we all succeed, and I thank you. 3 of my teammates have been really along with me for this journey with me for a lot or most of the way. Lucas, you've been with me quite literally since the start of our journey. We both tried out on the exact same day at 12 years old, and I wouldn't be the same without you. You're one of the funniest and most caring people in and out of the water, and thank you for all the countless rides from the pool. I'll always appreciate them. Tyler, even though you're relatively new to the team, our bond makes me think you've been here for so much longer. You really are like a brother to me. And one day maybe you can teach me some breaststroke. And lastly, Jack. Osho, you really are my brother. We're a dynamic duo, and I know the distance of college won't break us apart. And I can't wait to hear about all the great things you do, and I'm passing the torch to you, even though I know you don't want that yet. Very lastly, I want to give the biggest of thanks to my family for everything they've done for me, and especially my mom. You've been with me through ups and downs, and no matter what the outcome of a race has been, you've always been there supporting me, and again, countless of rides to and from practice. This team has really been my place to call home for the last 6 years or so, and through ups and downs in my life, swim has always been there for me. I'm going away to quite literally the farthest place for college, so I know the distance between home will be large, but I can't wait to come back here and visit you guys as often as I can, and thank you everyone for a very memorable 6 years.
Get a break. Okay, I think we have a potty break, right? A little intermission. Check out the silent auction, stretch your legs, get a little refreshment. I think there's some, may or may not be some dessert left back there. Get some water. everyone. Uh-oh. Claudia. Hey, everyone. We're going to reconvene. Let's get everybody back so we can get through these awards. We only have the room for a certain amount of time. We want to make sure everybody gets recognized. You can, as we're doing the awards, continue to bid on the silent auction. You don't have to stay in your seat. If you feel behooved to go and try and outbid someone, then please do. Hi, everyone. We want to get everybody back in their seats, please. All you guys at silent auction, you can obviously put your names down for things. As we go through the awards, you can obviously continue to bid on items that you would like to take home. We will give another warnings about another third of the way through the program to give you a chance to bid on things as well. We're going to call Coach Latte up for the Senior 2 Awards.
Should I wait? All right, let's get this thing going. I have to like squat down. Yeah, a little bit. How did Jack do it? So when I started swimming, oh hush. Excuse me. Hey guys. When I first started swimming, I remember someone asking me. I said I had just joined a swim team, and she said, "Swim team? What do you need a team for?" Well, it turns out you need a team. It takes a team of parents to drive every day. It takes a team of parents to set up meets. It takes a team of parents to organize events. It takes a team of parents to recognize a vision for their children, a vision of success. It takes a team of coaches, knowledgeable coaches, a living embodiment of world-class character through excellence in swimming. And finally, it takes a team of athletes who, in their matureness, have sacrificed their youth and their comfort for a betterment of their future self. This is a celebration for all of you. So, the first award I would like to give is the most improved. This is one of my favorite to give out. It's so satisfying to see an athlete go from
wanting to sit in the back of the lane to wanting to lead the lane, wanting to be up at the front to help encourage their own teammates to swim harder and faster. The Most Improved Award goes to Percy McGuinn. Oh, it's right here.
Thank you.
The next up goes to an athlete that every single day comes into practice worried that she's not going to do well, and then somehow pulls through in practice. One of the most incredible swims. She swims just as well in practice as she does at meets, and inspires me to be a greater coach, inspires her teammates to swim harder in practice every single day. The most inspirational award goes to Annie Coyne. Oh my God, I'm doing page 4. I'm doing...
Hey, I'm not the only one that messed up.
No. Well, what happened? What happened here?
I handed you the wrong one.
Oh, you handed me the wrong ones. Okay. This is for senior 2. I was doing page 4. No. Well, do you want to do
Annie
page 4?
Coyne.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Percy. It came up first on the thing. We'll do senior 2 afterwards.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Huh? Yeah, false start. Did I get a second one right before I get DQ'd? Huh? All right, we'll just keep going. The Team Spirit Award for cheering on her teammates every single day, every practice, whether it's for relays, whether it's at a swim meet, you hear her the loudest, the proudest, Tara Biggs.
Nice job.
The Excellence Award goes out to an athlete that comes up to me every single day in practice, every single day. Coach, can I just work on this a little bit longer? Coach, can I just do this a little bit more? Can you stop for a second and just help me out with this? And I just love that spirit of athleticism. The Excellence Award goes to Adam Kim. The Race of the Year goes out to an athlete who had a very challenging season this year. Actually, I don't want to give out what happened, but he came in during Pac Champs and dropped 8 seconds, 9 seconds after being out for 2 months with a broken wrist. The Race of the Year goes to Alex Miashta. Great swim. And finally, the World Class Character Award goes to for my drylands can be really challenging, and that's an understatement. Everyone's going, yeah. This athlete finishes her workouts and then runs back and inspires and encourages her teammates to finish through something that's incredibly challenging, incredibly grueling. That to me is the most amazing display of world-class character. The World Class Character Award goes to Katie Traylon. Congratulations. Oh, now I can't mess it up, so I'll do senior 2 next time. Thank you.
Well, I can mess it up. You can't. Oh, look, it's my turn. All right, I get to talk about Beach 3. So new season, new group, me going back into age group coaching, which I haven't done forever and a day since, Latte and Mary were knee-high to a toad, as my mom used to say. But it's been quite an experience. This group of kids has kept me on my toes. They're a ton of fun. They're super funny. They get my humor, which not a lot of people do. And they've really, we've kind of grown together in this, learning how to work hard and do different things sort of space. And so I've really appreciated this group a lot. We have a ton of fun. There's a lot of little silly inside jokes. But I think they care for each other a lot. And I've had a ton of fun. And if I could give everybody in the group an award, I would. As people know, I sometimes stretch the awards a little bit. But in this case, I'm going to try and stick to the script. So in this case, we have, I'm going to start with Most Improved. And Most Improved, it probably should be no surprise to anybody that this young man started in our summer squad, like last summer. And he's in Beach 3 now, transitioning into Beach 5. And he's done a really amazing job. It's almost like a complete foreign language to him still, the whole swimming thing. But he just goes crazy, and he's, went to spring JOs and has dropped, monumental amounts of time. So Koji Konishi. Congratulations. Good job. Yeah. Team spirit. I don't think this will be a surprise, although there's a lot of kids in this group that are actually very spirited and help and support one another. They come out. I remember the first time I made this group, everybody was swimming the 500. Some of the kids were in the earlier session, and the older kids from the group came to the early session to watch the 210 and unders swim the 500 freestyle for the first time. So the group, by and large, is very supportive of one another, but there's one little gal who goes a little bit outside the 9 dots and cleans off timers, chairs, picks up trash while we run around the parking lot, cheers all her teammates, and just always is a breath of fresh air every time she comes to practice. Probably the one with the longest eyelashes I've ever seen, Piper Sukus. This is an excellence award, but it probably should really be group comedian. I don't know if you guys saw the Instagram post where, there's like the table where you check in and you declare, whether you're going to swim finals or you're going to scratch or whatever. There's this picture up and it said scratch here, like for the table, right? And this particular young lady, who I love her sense of humor, she's just like doing this. I mean, how many people would do that, right? Like, you got to be pretty clever to do that kind of comedy, right? But it's not a comedy award. It's also an excellence award. And this kid is, she's my favorite dad joke person. She comes every day. Right now, she's coming with a very stylish boot that she's wearing on her foot. But this particular award, excellence award, is going to go to Haley Kuo. No, group. I feel like she could have written for like Monty Python or something. Race of the year. This one was actually really hard because 2 of the girls that were in my group advanced to another group, and they both did a really nice job. They both swam lights out, and they were scared to death to be on this relay at Spring JOs because it was with Gabby and Aaron. And they were like, oh my God, like they're gonna come swimming in so fast. How are we gonna do this? You're gonna do it. You're gonna be fine, And they swam lights out. I ended up giving this to a particular gal for her breaststroke leg on that relay because she went into the season, with me anyway, as a 12300 breaststroker and finished the spring as a 113. And I thought that was pretty, I won't say the word, good. Okay? So, Penny Chu. Congrats. World-class character. Actually, there's a lot of kids in this group that fall in that category, quite frankly. There's, kudos to you parents because it's a really nice group of kids. And but this one in particular doesn't always help me and is a breath of fresh air to me, but she helps a lot of other coaches as well. And I think more specifically was an assistant coach at one of the meets where she wasn't swimming. I think her little brother Tyson was swimming. I just gave it away. But anyway, stand-up gal, always a smile on her face, friends of all, cheers everybody. I wish she'd wear her parka at a swim meet. Hana Imai. I like your shoes. And the last one is most inspirational. And for me personally, I think this one was an easy one to do, but it might come as a surprise to some people. But anybody that sort of knows the lay of the land or the circumstances will understand why this award is going where it's going. Young gentleman who has struggled and, yeah, I'll just say that. But always came with a smile, always came, worked hard, did the whole deed, and once the weather turned, it got pretty ugly for somebody who has 0.0 body fat. So could we all be so lucky? But he always had a smile on his face and is still trucking along, best I know. And we love to have him back. His teammates love him. He's with us today, David Arnold. Okay, next up we have Coach Jack introducing Sammy Hall. My God, Sammy, don't kill me. Okay, all right, I know, right?
Again, I'm going to say it again, because all these seniors are great. So it's with an amazing pleasure that I get to bring Sammy onto the stage. Sammy will be attending and swimming at UC Santa Barbara. Sammy, UCSB, so lucky to have you. I'm talking about the school just because of the type of student and person that you are. And of course, the swim team are going to be incredibly lucky. You are well on your way to doing great things in the world. You're a fierce and loyal friend, and great things are on your horizon. I can't wait to follow your student-athlete journey and making history. Sammy.
I'm gonna have to lower this a little bit, Coach Jack. A couple weeks ago, I asked Coach Jack what to write about, and he said, whatever I want, so that was helpful. But I decided to write the speech that I would have wanted to hear when I was younger, a little bit of a letter to my past self, and hopefully some of you in the room that resonate with it. I joined Beach Cities in 3rd grade, and it was the middle of winter, and I'd love to say that I instantly fell in love with the sport, but I didn't because it was cold, and I cried before every practice because I was too scared to get in. Flash forward a few years, when I moved up to the competitive team, I still didn't feel very fast, but I was slowly beginning to realize what I loved about swimming. Yes, the early mornings were rough, so thank you, Mom and Dad, for those 5:30 Friday rides. but I started to understand and value the structure and discipline that swimming was providing for me. That understanding led me to work even harder, but I quickly realized that even though I was working super duper hard, there were a lot of kids that were faster than me. Out of my class of kids, I was one of the last to move up to Beach 5. But that was okay with me. I continued to swim for myself and focus on my own progress rather than comparing myself to others. Fast forward another 4 years, when it was time to move into the senior groups, and I was again one of the last people from my class to move into Allie's group. But around this time, I was also fighting for my sectional time. And I swam the 100 fly like 20 times in like 2 meets. And I just missed the cut with every single swim. I think I was 0.1 off by the end. And I'm sure like for coaches and athletes and swimmers, this obstacle is familiar to you. And I was pretty discouraged, but Mo talked to me on deck that week, and I wasn't her swimmer yet, but she told me to trust the process and that my time was coming. So I got to work. Now I was in Allie's group, and I tried to push myself in the gym, especially at my favorite, burpees. And Allie taught me to be hardcore and to always swim the last round fly. And despite the whole COVID obstacle, it was in her group that I finally started to feel fast and see the results of my hard work. When I was eventually in the position to move up to HP, I met with Coach Mo, and she asked me if I wanted to swim in college. And I answered, I think so. Because it wasn't an easy answer for me. My focus at swim has always just been to be the best swimmer I can be. And whether that is by pushing myself in the gym, doing a few extra sub kicks, or trying my best to be a good teammate, my motivation was never just to get into college or break records. I think this internal individual belief was my most valuable asset throughout my swim career. I may not have been the fastest age group swimmer, nor was I a standout in the early senior groups, but I trusted in the process, and I worked my hardest, and I believed in myself, and I think that made all the difference. So, if you're an athlete feeling the way I did, trust the process, and remember that you're on your own journey. It has been far from being an easy ride, and you will face so many obstacles, but standing here now, committed to swim at my dream school, I can tell you that it's all been worth it. So thank you again to my coaches, especially for making it worth it. I would not be the athlete, but I would especially not be the person I am today without you guys. And my teammates, especially table 14 over there, they're my best friends. So thank you for that, and thank you for making practice worth coming to. And just without knowing it, my coaches, Ali, Jack, and Mo, and my teammates, and my entire Beach Cities family has been my biggest support through all the other challenges in my life, and I will be forever grateful for that. A couple of final thanks. Thank you, Mo, for taking a chance on me. And thank you, Maddie, for all the rides, and all the carpool parents, and now my parents. Thank you for sticking with me. You guys are my support crew, my pit crew. Thanks for taking me to morning meets and practices, even though I'm really mean before 6 a.m. And I like to eat the same meal for every day of the swim meet. So thanks for eating Olive Garden 4 nights in a row, numerous times. And for all the life talks and hugs. So yeah, I'll miss you guys, my parents, and everyone in this room immensely, and Beach Cities. So thank you.
Okay, we need Greg up for Beach 3. Senior 3, sorry. Spelling. Okay.
Seniors, you have all been demoted.
Yes.
Just kidding. All right, most improved. This athlete, when she came to senior 3, she took some serious quantum leaps. she went from never having a single championship cup to having multiple senior development cuts and a handful of other age group cuts as well. But despite all of the improvements in time cuts, what was the most important for me is that she went from being someone who didn't believe in herself to really believe in herself, learning that she can accomplish any goal that she wants to. Mickey D. All right. Was it most inspirational? Yeah. All right. Most inspirational. This athlete is the most inspirational because he not only inspired Senior 3, he inspired myself. He showed me and Senior 3 what's possible through hard work and determination. This athlete has never once complained, and he really helped pave the road to what Senior 3 has become today. Marcus Searing, come on up here, man. All right, team spirit. This athlete is actually one of the newer athletes to Senior 3. I think team spirit means exemplifying qualities that help you become a part of a team, help you help your teammates. And I think this athlete went from being someone who was never a part of the team to seeming like she was always a part of the team. The person who exemplifies team spirit the most in Senior 3 is Aya Olszewski. Excellence for Senior 3. This athlete is excellent both in his character and on swim meets, in practice. He's always competing with his fellow athletes in practice. I mean, he's great to work with. He's very coachable. Everything he does has been with a positive attitude. This athlete is also the highest point scoring athlete for swim meets for Senior 3, Bennett Sutkus. Good job, man. All right, race of the year. This athlete had a lot of really good races. It was hard to pick because this athlete really knows how to race. I mean, I've seen very few people race with as much heart as this athlete. Whenever it just comes to race day, he finds another gear that I rarely ever see. My favorite race from this athlete specifically was the first time he swam that 1,000 free. Caden Garcia, come on up here, man. World-class character. There's a lot of qualities that go into having good world-class character. Everything from being a good teammate to being respectful, hardworking, but in this case, especially self-awareness. I realized that this athlete has a lot of self-awareness when we were doing goal meetings, and as I got to know everybody, I was particularly impressed, and I think this athlete has all those qualities in spades. Grant Morgan, come on up here, dude.
Right, we got Coach Jack up again with the next senior speech from Tiara Jackson.
Hello again. Tiara will be attending and swimming at Howard University, and I hope Howard are ready for this courageous young lady. They have a new leader heading their way. Tiara, I'm very excited for you to start this new chapter in your life. You'll be greatly missed at BCS, but everyone here is excited for your future.
Okay, please bear with me. I might cry a little bit, but I'll try not to. And I also wrote this on the way here, so yeah. First off, I want to thank my parents for their dedication all throughout my swim career and personal career. My dad couldn't make it today, but he was the one who would always drive me to morning practices late at night, and that was before I got my license. I got it now, so I'm doing it all by myself now. But my mom was the one who would be there with me late at nights, all day, whenever I was going through it. She's been my supporter since day one, so thank you guys both for that. I've been on Beach Cities for the past 4 years, so all of my high school journey, and this team has really been a second family for me. I've loved all of the memories and written down a few of my favorites. So at the OTC, which is the Olympic Training Center, we got to take a trip this past winter. We went to Taco Bell late at night. It was like -degree weather, and it was the first time I ever tried a Crunchwrap Supreme. It was great. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I also saw Maddie, Mickey, Delaney, Sammy, Catalina, all of their hair like kind of froze. So it was an experience. Also at the OTC, they had these lemon tarts, chocolate mousse, and like the apple pie thing that me and Delaney like were fiending over. So really good and best thing I've ever had in my life. All of the official group team bondings that I could not make, but the unofficial ones that were a lot of fun that I did get to go to. If any of you remember the big lanes at Redondo when we came back from the pandemic, that was an experience, but it was something to get used to swimming in. And playing Cupid for Senior 5 High Five was special. Introducing a game called Uncle. You guys all know in the back that game. I introduced that to the group this year, and we have all scars to prove it. So, fun game, a little painful to play. Driving Bella to our weekend shifts at the pool. We'd always be 3 hours late, but we made sure to find time to go to Starbucks before the shift. A few years ago, I bought these Christmas Jolens, and every Christmas I would bring them to practice for Coach Allie, and that was the first time I ever did kick miss, which was awful, but it was great with you, Coach Allie. Thank you for also welcoming to the team. You were my first coach here, and you welcomed me with warm arms, so thank you. Soon after Allie's group, I moved up to Senior 5 with Coach Tim. He's no longer here. He's in Oregon. He's great. He was a great coach. He would give sets that were like 300s, 150s. Everybody in the group hated it, but he would give the sets were like made specifically for me, Ethan, and Brooke. So we loved it. Everyone else hated it, but he was my biggest supporter and cheerleader, and truly miss him. And he was always the one to help me like calm down before my races, especially before like the 1,000, the mile. I'd be like absolutely terrified out of my mind, but a few words from him, I felt invincible. And then Coach Jack, I've known you since I was like 12, but you never have been my coach except for like this recent season. So thank you for all of the talks and the gossip, drama, and all the stuff we spilled before practice and during practice. You've been a great coach, and I love your sense of humor. Also want to thank Andy and Pierce for going to Chick-fil-A and having to endure Pierce's awful singing of Billie Eilish, and then all of the long talks with Andy, and also finally Emery. She's been my best friend for the past 7 years, but she used to bully me back when we were like 11 and 10. Somehow it came out on the other end, and I've loved all the memories, so thank you. This team, like I said, has been a second home for me. I'm really sad that my time here is coming to an end, but I might see some of you on the pool deck with like a different cap. Some of you might never see again, but loved everything. all the moments and the memories. On that note, Team Money out.
Emery. Oh, I'm supposed to announce that the auction will be closing in 5 minutes. Any faster? Producer? No? 5 minutes? Okay. Latte, you're up with Beach 4 this time.
I can't miss this one up, so it's good.
Inside joke. All right. Who's first?
My
uncle.
Okay, so this should have been Beach 4, but it's actually Senior 2's award. I actually had this swimmer as a Wahoo originally some 3-4 years ago. Couldn't do dolphin kick to save his life. And in the last season that I've had him, I have taken him from not being able to do dolphin kick to one of the fastest dolphin kicks in the group. And if the NFL ever needs a wide receiver, one of the greatest ball catchers I've ever seen, my God, the most improved award goes to Mayank Shinoy. The most inspirational award actually goes kind of really to the whole family, but absolutely the athlete as well. They have done so much for this team for multiple groups across the season. Every time there's a birthday, every time there's a event going on, they are there, they're helping out. And this athlete has been nothing but inspiration throughout the season. The most inspirational award goes to Lucas Hott. Look inspired.
Yeah, Lucas.
He's not. The Excellence Award for Senior 2 goes to an athlete that probably hasn't missed more than 2 or 3 practices this season. Ironically, he's absent today for the banquet. He takes every piece of information that I give him, applies it immediately, and improves literally practice to practice, race to race, meet to meet. The Excellence Award goes to Joseph Giuseppe Scallon. Unfortunately, I won't take it. The Team Spirit Award, if you've ever been to one of our club Saturdays, you can hear her from halfway across the country cheering on the athletes. Anytime you go to a meet, she's the loudest person cheering. Never has a dull day. Somehow manages to pull out some of the most amazing swims long distance. She is such a ray of sunshine. The Team Spirit Award goes to Sierra Garcia. Oh, wow. There's that spirit. You got it? No, next one. Oh, you got it. Again, unfortunately, this athlete isn't here today. The race of the year goes to an athlete who, for our group, broke the minute in the 100 freestyle first at the polar plunge meet, which was, it definitely was polar. It was a very cold meet. So to have been able to do that at that meet was an incredible feat of athleticism. The race of the year award goes to Dylan Vo. He's not here. Oh, you put it up here. And finally, the World Class Character Award goes to an athlete who, similar to the Beach 4 Award, somehow manages to impress me every time with our dry lands. She never seems to be bothered with whatever I throw at her, whether it's in the water and the dry land. Always has a smile on her face. Always carries herself so well in and out of the pool. The World Class Character Award goes to Ren Wiekel. Congrats, Kira.
Hello. Look at us. All right, Coach Jack, back up here for our next senior, Maddie Malone.
Maddie will be attending and swimming at Georgetown University in the fall. Maddie, I wish you the best of luck in the next chapter of your life, and especially in the next chapter of your swimming. With your determination and drive, anything is possible. I want you to go out there and be the best version of yourself.
I first want to thank you to my family. My dad is here, my siblings, my mom couldn't make it, but they've been my biggest support system for the past 10 years of my swimming career, and I really appreciate them. I next want to thank all the people in the back over here, table 14, and all the boys. You guys are like my family. You have always been there, like you guys specifically have been there for like the entire process, and I cannot imagine showing up to the pool every day without you guys there to crack a joke or just race it every day. You guys have always been there. And then the coaches. So most of them know I'm a little bit stubborn, but they kept helping me and believing in me and working with me throughout my entire swimming career to help reach all of my goals. And so I really appreciate them for that. And then I was a really shy kid before I started swimming, and even my first couple years of swimming, but BCS as a whole has helped me really like break out of my shell and become a confident version of myself, and I'm really thankful for this program and everything it has done for me for the last 10 years. And then a little wisdom for everybody else. It doesn't matter where you are in your swimming group or how fast you are. You can accomplish all of your goals just by believing in yourself and trusting the process. Thank you.
I've been told the auction is closed. All right, we got Coach Allie and Senior 4 awards. Hey, Tim, I need to go. Can you hand her her awards? I need to go to the bathroom real fast.
Cool. All right, hello. All right, so Senior 4 awards. We're gonna start with the most improved. This swimmer has come a long way in the last year and a half that I've been working with him, from just a few JO times to then having a full lineup of spring JO cuts, and he's now knocking on the door of sectional times. This athlete also continues to be one of the hardest workers in the group, showing massive improvements in both the pool and the gym, and I feel like he's gonna have a really, really good summer. So most improved is Ian Tumamak.
Ralph.
All right, most inspirational. This is another athlete who has made substantial improvements over the past season and continues to show that small and mighty really is a thing. I rarely see her without a smile on her face or laughing with her teammates for the most random reasons. And this swimmer continues to inspire the rest of the group to work harder, go faster, and always swim fly. So, Gabby Nicholas. Team spirit. Yeah. All right. Team spirit. This athlete jumped leaps and bounds in the past year. He's always encouraging his teammates, pushing them to be better, keep up with the group, and completely encompasses what we are working towards as a team at Beach Cities. He has since moved out of the group, and I assume he will continue to do wonderful things. So team spirit goes to Anderson Bennett. Yes. All right, Excellence Award. This one and the World Class Character one are always a little challenging for me, but this is what I went with. So Excellence went to a newer swimmer to the team. This guy came in and immediately fit right into the group. He's coachable, he listens, he works hard, and also brings his teammates up by being encouraging. He will do whatever is asked, he keeps his teammates accountable, and I honestly cannot remember having a bad day with this kid anytime he has shown up. So excellence goes to Vincent Wang. Sorry, Vincent Juicy Wang. All right, race of the year. Back in the fall, the swimmer told me that his breaststroke was feeling really good and he wanted to work on it, and I said, all right, let's do it. Not much else to say other than he knocked it out of the park at Pac Champs in the 100 breast, dropping a ton of time, to which we both laughed and said, yep, you are now a breaststroker. I even tried to get him on some breaststroke legs in the relays, and he also knocked it out of the park at Bay League. So Pierce Ryan, 100 breaststroke. I know. Okay.
Thank you, Coach Allen.
That's awesome. All right, lastly, world-class character. This athlete has come a really far way in the past few seasons, and I couldn't be prouder. She shows up and works really hard, especially at the gym. She crushes it every single time. Even when having a bad day, she still smiles, does her best, and adds value to the group and team. She's always willing to go the extra step to show up for a relay at a championship meet, stay the extra to work on some pace work or whatever needs to be done. She's a quiet leader, but absolutely amazing. Heather O'Brien. All right, thank you.
We're turning a page. All right, Coach Jack, you're back up. Introducing senior Lucas Sorensen.
Lucas will be attending West Point University. Lucas, West Point are tremendously lucky to have a incredibly intelligent, and I'm not just talking academically, I'm talking emotionally as well. You have been a great leader, a great teammate, and a friend. I know you'll continue on this path at West Point, and I'm excited to hear about all of your adventures when you come back to visit.
So, 2 years ago, Roger Brown gave his speech at this banquet, and if I'm being honest, I don't remember basically anything he said. I didn't even speak to Roger much. But there is one line I do remember, and that is, you always have to be smiling. Swim is a horrible sport, but that's what makes it the best sport, all right? Some weekends you'll be sitting there, it's pouring rain, 40 degrees out, and you just keep thinking to yourself, why am I here? I could be sitting somewhere with a heater. I'm freezing. I just want to get this over with. Some days it'll be 105 degrees out, and you just can't think of anything except getting water and staying cool. But in the end, thinking back on those moments, I don't remember those horrible conditions at all. I remember the great times I had with my friends at these places. There'll be sets sometimes that make you think to yourself, why did I choose this sport? But in the end, it doesn't matter because you're having that great time with your friends. You're having that great experiences that are going to mold the rest of your life. I've made lifelong friends in this team because we suffered together and emerged stronger and closer from it. Despite not even being able to talk to them during these sets because our heads are in the water, heads are down, I made the closest friends on this team. Joining BCS back when I was 12 with James, I didn't know anybody in this team, but I quickly met others, some of whom have quit swim since, but I'm still extremely close with. When I initially joined the Marlin group, I moved up in the Sharks. When I got moved up to Beach 1, he went straight to Beach 2 and eventually Beach 4, while I was still stuck in Beach 1. Every day in practice, I would give my absolute effort, always thinking about how I needed to move up with him and see all my friends in that group every day. I always wanted to be with him, with Luke and Will, and everyone else I knew. And eventually it paid off. I did move up to Beach 4, Senior 2, and Senior 3 with them. However, when COVID hit, they got moved up to Senior 4, and I was still stuck in Senior 3, back to square one. Eventually, I made it to Senior 4 and joined Senior 5, and throughout the journey in those groups, I made amazing friends like Andy, James, Tyler, Osho, Alex, Pierce, Fred, and of course, Little McGregor. Where is he? There he is. I also had many amazing coaches, and I'd especially like to thank Tim Hamlet. For any of you wondering why my quote in the pamphlet is so weird, you got a lot of people who have things talking about how BCS is their second family, a lot of really heartfelt things, and you see my quote at the very bottom that says, 3 times 3 is equal to 7. Whenever we weren't really being a smart group, just goofing around, he'd always just ask us what 3 times 3 was. Whenever we complained about how cold the pool was, he would tell us cold is a state of mind. So he had a massive effect on me. And last year, he noticed that I had stopped improving, despite trying my hardest in practice and wanting to improve. I'd become extremely discouraged. I'd been under the impression that I was doing badly because I'd put on 40 pounds over COVID. And I was just absolutely convinced I needed to lose weight to improve. And he had told me the opposite, that I just needed to eat better and to eat more to give my body the energy it needed. And it worked. A month later, I had the best meet I've had here. And he was there with me every step of the way as I worked on the 200 free. He invested a massive amount of time in me, and I'm eternally grateful to him for that. I'd like to especially thank my parents for waking up with me all those early mornings to take me to practice, or a meet that's a 2-hour drive away, for supporting me through my all 6 long years of swimming. Thank you for taking care of me and making sure I took care of myself, for the amazing things that all you do. You guys have always pushed me to try my hardest and persevere, making sure I never give up and encouraged me at every point. I've had an amazing 6 years of swimming, and I hope all of you who still have time here make the most of it, because it's been a blur. Go Army, beat Navy.
Coach Tim and the Beach 5 Awards.
All right. Okay, thanks. Speed before error is right. That's right. All right. It was challenging selecting these awards this year, specifically in this group, and especially for this first award, Most Improved. 23-second improvement in 200 IM, 10-second improvement in the 100 fly, 8-second improvement in the 100 back. Chunky time drops across the board for this young lady. She'll graduate to a senior group in the fall, but we're hoping that she'll be able to chase down a sectionalist cut before then. She shows up nearly every day to do the work, She listens. She puts her best foot forward. She's come a long way in a year, and I know she's got so much more in the tank. The Beach 5 Most Improved Award goes to Avalon Kim. Yes. Double up. Here we go. Inspiration Award. These two provide a very entertaining back and forth rivalry at practices and competitions. They're constantly engaged in a battle to outwork the other, and this brings out their best. On the few occasions when I've given an optional second attempt at a challenge in practice, they step up and go for it. And just one such challenge, as an example, saw them both crack 3 minutes in a 300 freestyle with fins earlier this season. They also put in work outside of our regular practice hours. I know that because we've talked about it. These are 12-year-olds we're talking about. I hope I'll be saying the same things about them 5 years from now when they're graduating from this program. It's going to be fun watching them grow. Beach 5 Inspiration Award goes to Max and Sam Wang. Thank you. No, not yet. Team Spirit. Team Spirit. You need a hype man? This guy would be a good choice. His charm is his ability to chat up anyone about anything at any time. Not always the best time. But he's a great teammate, always pushing, nudging, and encouraging. Down days, few and far between. His positive energy is infectious. Always enjoyed coaching this young man. The Beach 5 Team Spirit Award goes to Jake Everett. Excellence. This has been said before, but it's always great when your best athletes are some of your best workers, and next young lady is no exception. She's consistent. She's committed. Historically, some of the best practice attendants that I've ever coached. She's mentally tough. She loves to race. She races to win. I think she can get better at the walls and underwater, but she will. She will, because that's the type of person she is. After the 22-23 short course season, she ranked in the top 24 against the top 12-year-olds in the country in 9 different events and across all 5 stroke disciplines. So that's flyback, breastsfree, and IM. Her best performance was a 4th place ranking in the 200 IM. And I just remembered she also broke 8 team records in the 11-12 girls age group this season. The Beach 5 Excellence Award goes to Gabby Brito. Where's she coming from? Race of the year. Thank you. Race of the year. This next young athlete has that extra gear that you just can't teach. Seems to genuinely love the work, and I've seen her practice with a greater sense of enjoyment since the new year. No doubt that has an impact on performance. After battling illness a bit in the fall, she got some great traction in the late winter, which led to a breakout performance at sectionals and a swim at spring age group championships that ranks 23rd against the top 13-year-olds in the country in the event for the 22-23 short course season. That race also unlocks that next level of competition with her first Futures cut. The Beach 5 Race of the Year award goes to Erin Arnold, 100 breaststroke, spring age group champs. She must be coming from over there. All right, finally, world-class character. She's one of the most improved in the group, too. Anywhere from 5 to 12% improvement year over year, depending on the stroke. Those are big numbers. She improves because she works. But she's also such a kind human being who cares deeply about the people around her, and she's all about doing things the right way. She doesn't say much, but she doesn't have to. Her effort speaks for itself. She's one of the best critical thinkers in the group, which can be a bit of a double-edged sword, but she's learning to find that balance. I've been coaching her for several years now, and I can't wait to celebrate her first championship cut with her when it happens, and I can feel it just around the corner. Beach 5 world-class character goes to Maisie Adams. Congratulations, Beach 5.
Thank you, Tim. Jack is back up for his group awards. High Five Awards. This got really. You want to go up?
Will it go up a little bit? Oh, I could crouch. I think that's good. Okay. Before I get started with the awards, I do want to say a big thank you to everybody that has been in High Five. I have learned a lot as a coach and as a human being this past year, and a lot of that is because of you guys. So thank you, High Five. I'm going to start off with Most Improved. I actually have two, a male and a female. When we talk about Most Improved, our minds automatically turn to how much time has been dropped in the season. But we know as coaches and swimmers that improving is not just about how fast you are on race day. There's a lot of other things that go in behind the scenes. I'm sure they already know and they're thinking about it. It's all about the details, technique, and how you want to race. These two swimmers have both trusted the process. They have taken the steps to improve their technique. They are constantly asking questions and asking for feedback. And they just want to find ways to improve. I can't wait to see what happens this summer. My most improved swimmers are Tyler Campbell and Catalina Kahan. Inspirational. Oh no. Yes. Most inspirational. This award is always a tough one to give out. As like I said, the kids in High Five have been inspiring me on a daily basis. However, there's been one swimmer that has stood out from the rest. They have been doing everything that is required, and the results have been showing in and out of the pool. They are always ready to give their best effort in practice. Their attitude and effort are to be emulated, and come race day, you know they're giving everything and leaving everything in the pool. My most inspirational award goes to Delaney Herr. Team Spirit. Team Spirit. I always enjoy giving out this award. Practice and swim meets have been way more enjoyable when you have been around. You're a fantastic teammate. You create good vibes and you carry them around with you. You support every teammate on every turn, cheering them on, and you're just having a good time. This person has been a team player all season long, especially at swim meets and especially on relays. If you have been lucky enough to catch it, you'll see some dance moves and you may see a little tum wag. The Team Spirit Award goes to our Vibe General, James Coyne. The Excellent Award is going out to a swimmer who, as a coach, you want these kids in the pool. He's pushing himself in the pool, he's pushing himself at gym, and he's pushing himself at school. He's always striving to improve on their technique and finding new ways to improve. His attendance has been top-notch, unless he's sick. And this year has been a real growing year for him. He's taken a trip to the National Training Center as part of the National Select Camp. He's had setbacks and has bounced back, and I'm excited to see this summer what he can really achieve. My Excellent Award goes to Katara Bell. Race of the year. Race of the year is always a tough award to give out because this season there has been so many great races. There has been a lot of individual efforts, a lot of great relay swims, but there is one race that stood out above them all, and this happened at Winter Juniors in Texas, and there was about 10 minutes between a race and then the race of the year. And as a coach, it was amazing to watch this athlete just do everything that she needed to do to set herself up for success in that 200 breast. And then during that 200 breast, to watch the changes that needed to be made from prelims to finals was just outstanding. And then the icing on the cake was just finishing a body length behind an Olympic gold medalist. So race of the year goes to Bella Brito and her second place finish at Winter Juniors. And last but not least, we have World Class Character Award. This award is going to a swimmer who is an ambassador to our program, or an ambassador to our community, and an ambassador to the sport of swimming. And just in general, just a fantastic human being. They're always looking out for their teammates, always wanting everybody to succeed, and never afraid to speak up. My World Class Character Award goes to Sammy Hall. That is High Fives Awards. Thank you.
I have a couple just quick announcements at the end. I know a couple of you guys you mentioned Tim Hamlet in your speeches. He will be having surgery tomorrow, brain surgery actually. So I know some of you are, he's like a fine wine, acquired taste, and you fall on either end of the spectrum at the same time. He's a human being, and he's having a health issue. So if you are on his fond list, maybe you reach out to him. Send some good vibes. Okay. I have this in writing, sorry, I don't have this memorized, but we want to also, again, reintroduce the Grassroots Neighbors. Again, Mark mentioned this in the beginning. We're excited to announce a partnership with Grassroots Neighbors. Grassroots Neighbors is a volunteer community organization with focus on improving food and housing for those that don't have any. Today we have the honor of Vlad Popescu. I don't know, is Vlad in the house? Oh, hi, sorry. He and his wife head up this organization, and we as a board have discussed this, and obviously you guys will be getting some more information as we move forward, but we're super excited to get involved with an organization that's going to help feed and clothe, and well, mostly feed, I guess. And we're gonna be able to help on a lot of levels. And so, for any of you guys that are interested, and some of you are going to be voluntold, Beach 3, to help out. It's going to be a great thing. And you're going to be incredibly fulfilled from doing some of this stuff. It's just going to be awesome. And so, again, I think Vlad is going to be hanging out a little bit toward, at the end. You guys can speak with him about his organization, and we will be getting more stuff out to you regarding, making lunches, cutting vegetables, working in the kitchen, doing whatever it takes to get people fed that don't have the ability to have food on their own. We do have some raffle items coming out. We did, the gals made some Beach Cities socks, for those of you sock fans out there. Here we go. We got some socks. We got some Beach Cities socks. Look at that. Right, Beach Cities on the back. Jack, did you buy any raffle tickets? Which am I going to? This one?
This is for the raffle, so that's how the regular raffle. We have 3 socks. 3 socks.
Okay, we're first going to go with the socks. Does somebody else want to grab? Raffle ticket 160089. 160089. There's no name on it. Hey. Okay. You don't want that? You want this? Next, we have a pair of gooder. That's not my bad language. That's gooder glasses.
2 more socks.
Oh, I thought we were alternating. Okay, sorry. Another pair of socks. 160083. 160083. Angie. She put them on the top. All right, one more pair of socks. 160178. You couldn't have bought them that deep. 160178. Anyone? Bueller? Do you want me to go to another ticket?
Yeah, go ahead.
Another ticket. You have to be here to win. 160168. 160168. Oh, get up here, Golden Girl. Leisha. Now we're onto the sunglasses. Some gooder sunglasses. Try to get to the bottom here. 160085. 160085.
That's me.
Dude, you saw me shake it off.
Not that it was at the raffle table.
No, this is
This is volunteer. This is volunteer. So what's it? One full and 2 half. Hopefully 1 foot right. 1 month off.
This is full price. Just tell me. I'll do one at a time. All right. These are volunteer hours. People got put in the bucket here for those of you that put in massive amounts of time, and there's some free. There's like a month, a rent-free, half a month. What is this 1 month? Quarter. One month free pool dues or swimming dues. Yoka imai. What's the other one? Half?
Half 50% off.
Okay, 50% off a month's dues. Jenny Wang. Another one, 50% off, right? Yes. Half off. One more, half off. Dues, Paula Ryan. Okay, that was 3. Yeah, that was 3. Oh. Oh, incognito. All right. I know there's some boys back there that were vying for the surfboard, so let's make sure Amy doesn't get it again. Okay. 160016. 160016. Hey! It's your husband? All right. Yeah.
Don't ride it without the leash. That's the rule.
What else? Anything else? We're done? Or do I need to say anything else? You're done back here.
We're done back here. They can come pick up their item if they want it. It has their name on it and how much they're going to be charged.
Okay. Whew, we made it. If you have, or you think you have been the highest bid on the auction items, your name will be on it, and I think it'll be a circle and a smiley face and a whatever not that these ladies have done. Sorry? There's a label on each one. All right, if you've won the silent auction. So thank you all for participating in that. That is definitely something that helps to sustain events like this, especially when the ticket price starts skyrocketing on us. So thank you again to the Banquet Committee. Again, amazing. This probably was the nicest. Not that we haven't had bad ones before. Don't anybody get insulted. We've had great banquets every single time along, except for when we had to do the drive-through parking lot one. Even that one was good. It's just a matter of COVID. But it was a lovely day. We're getting out of here. Still daylight, which is usually not the case. And again, thank you to the board members. Thank you to all the volunteers that put this together, especially Kathy and her crew. Thank you to all you, the rest of you guys that volunteer without a particular title. You're still there. You still help us. It's what makes us successful. My coaching staff right here, I'd like for everybody to stand up and get a big round of applause, please. Where's Jack at? My coaching staff, stand up. Yeah. Everybody else can stand up too. Everybody up. Everybody up. Ladies, get up. Yes, everybody. You're applauding everyone.
Oh, I don't. Two more things.
Oh.
Two more things. Tell them about the ticket under the table.
It's under the table or is it under the chair?
Under the chair.
Okay, there should be a sticker or something under a chair at the table, and that makes you the proud owner of that beautiful orchid as the centerpiece.
Oh, Mel. And Mel has to do his. And Mel. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, we have a couple more.
Wait, let him finish doing the chair thing.
Sit back down.
And there's one more announcement from Mel, our treasurer. Look under your seat. If there's something under your seat, you won that orchid.
And then if they need a ticket to get out, if they self-park.
Oh, and if you self-parked and you need a ticket, come see Kathy.
Can you wrangle up for Mel?
Hey guys, there's one more thing we want to celebrate before you guys all get out of here. I know those orchids are killer, aren't they? Please do not leave yet. We've got one more thing, and then you can really skedaddle. So I'd like to introduce you to our treasurer, Mel Quo.
All right, sorry everyone. We got one more thing to celebrate. If I can have you guys sit down. I also parked at a parking meter, so I understand the urgency. of trying to get out of here too. But so this year, the board would like to recognize and thank members who have been here with the team for over 10 years. This is a pretty big mark. Our president, Mark Nicholas, was so kind to make these custom awards for these members and celebrate their 10-year anniversary. So over 10 years, these athletes have attended probably over 150 swim meets, 2,000 practices, have shown impressive dedication to their craft and this team. So, but first, I'd like to call up Monique, Coach Monique, who recently celebrated her 10-year anniversary in April. So this is the box that Mark crafted for each of these, and it slides open. Inside there's some goodies. Thank you. All right, everyone, round of applause for Coach Monique. All right, now I'd like to call up Maddie Malone, who also reached her 10-year milestone this year. Maddie, where are you? Oh, yeah, you want to? Oh, you can hand it out. Thank you. So 10 years for Maddie. Now I'd like to call up 11 years. So we have Delaney Herr, Fred Brown, and Mia Crisera. If you guys can come up. All right, we got Delaney. Fred, where are you? All right, Fred. All right, so there's one more person. I'd like to share some brief history about our final recipient before he comes up, because I personally enjoyed witnessing his perseverance and growth over the years. He has been on the team for 12 years. He didn't start out as the fastest swimmer when he began, but he's shown dedication, perseverance, and reached new heights this year. He has been racing since he was 6 years old, all the way back in 2011. So some of you probably weren't born before that. Like, he was already racing. In 2014, he qualified for his first WAG at 9 years old, finishing 48th out of 51 swimmers, 26 seconds behind first place. I promise it gets better. So fast forward to 2019 WAG, and he improved to finish 12th out of 36 swimmers. And recently, this past December in 2022, he finished first place at WAG out of 52 swimmers in a team record time of 50.37. He became the fastest 100-yard back swimmer on this team ever. He has since shaved another second off this record, breaking the 50-second barrier, and lowering his team record at the recent CIF state championships. Without further ado, please welcome Jack O'Shaughnessy. All right, round of applause for all these wonderful athletes. All right.
All right, we're done. Thank you, guys. Drive safe.